Today we'll be talking about ecosystems. Now, when I tell the word ecosystem, no matter how much you hate Apple, there's no getting around the fact that they have one of the best product ecosystems in the world right now. Like their iPhones, their iPads, their Apple Watches, their AirPods, and MacBooks are all perfectly in sync when it comes to phone calls or notifications or managing settings. That once you get into it, it's actually a very comfortable environment, and you don't feel like exiting it. So they do a pretty good job tying you into an ecosystem, and once you start, I guess you'll feel very comfortable and you don't want to come out of it. So today we'll be taking a look at the only person that is trying this in the Android side of things, that is Samsung, and see how far they have come and how close they have come to Apple in this ecosystem type of thing. When it comes to laptop integration, Windows already has a pretty good integration with Android phones. So we'll be taking only three things into consideration today: a smartwatch, a smartphone, and wireless earbuds. So we'll see how these integrate among themselves and how they interact and how the overall experience is. So the smartwatch of our choice is the Samsung Galaxy Watch. The smartphone is one of the Samsung's flagships, Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, and for wireless earbuds, we'll be going with Galaxy Buds. So everything is almost the latest versions that Samsung offers right now, and their flagship versions as well. So let's see how this ecosystem is. So coming to Galaxy Watch, the way it makes itself different and unique from all other Android watches is that it has that same kind of UI and interface that a Samsung phone has. It has the same style of menu designs, it has the same style of icons, it has the same style of toggles that once you start using it, you feel right at home. Like you don't feel any difference of new UI change or anything. So these small things matter when it comes to seamless integration. And one more thing is that we already have Samsung Gear and Health installed already pre-built on Samsung phones, so it's a little bit easier of a process, non-hectic when it comes to setup and pairing. As well as you also have the wireless power share option, which I think is pretty cool. Now you can wirelessly charge your Galaxy Watch using your Samsung smartphone. So that's one of the cool features I've seen, and this makes the integration a little bit stronger. We also have Samsung Pay inbuilt in the smartwatch. So if you are a Samsung Pay user and you use it a lot on your phone, it's now a tap away from your smartwatch. So that kind of integration is, yeah, that's what we are expecting from smartwatch to smartphone integration, and that works pretty good almost 99% of the time. Now as a standalone smartwatch itself, it's actually a pretty solid deal. You've got the rotating bezel, which is I think more than an intuitive way when you have to scroll through menus or read any articles without covering the screen. We've got a pretty good battery life of up to 3 to 4 days now, and we've also got wireless charging on it. So I think fitness tracking is a little bit mediocre, but the thing is, this is a smartwatch. If you want fitness tracking, you'll always go with a fitness tracker. So I think as long as these things are concerned, it's a plus smartwatch in my point of view. And App Store support is something that Galaxy Watch is not good at right now, but I can tell that about any smartwatch that's currently available in India. So that's pretty much it when smartwatch is concerned. So it's a solid option, but with Samsung phones, it's a little bit better and a little bit more intuitive. Now let's talk about the Galaxy Buds. Now, as far as they're concerned, they're supposed to work with any Android phone or iPhone, but let's see about the integration on Samsung devices. So they once again pair pretty well with the Galaxy Wear app, and we have a little bit of customization. Like you can customize the equalizer, you can customize the swipe gestures on the touchpad, and you have an option to turn on the ambient mode, which is just a fancy word for microphone sound input. So yeah, that is one of the features that many of the truly wireless earphones nowadays are having. And once again, you have the wireless power share, where you can wirelessly charge your earbuds from your Samsung Galaxy smartwatch as well. And yeah, the small things like this actually make it a pretty good interface. But as far as pairing is concerned, I think Apple has been there. Pairing in Apple is actually a little bit smoother, but this is not bad as well. It's just a little bit slower. Sometimes when I open the case and close it immediately after taking the bud, it fails to pair. But you have to keep the case open for a second or two for it to pair. But once it does, there is no problem whatsoever. All the functions work as advertised, and the sound is also great. So as standalone earphones, they have a pretty good sound stage, and the audio quality is nice since they are in ear with the silicone ear tips. They cancel noise as well, pretty nice, and the battery life has also been good. So at a single charge I'm getting 5 to 6 hours with the earbuds, and I can charge them twice with the case. So an entire day of heavy use shouldn't bother, and we have type C support as well now. So overall it makes them a great pair of earbuds, at least at the price point of 9,000 rupees. Considering if you have to buy an Apple's pair of AirPods Pro or an AirPods 2, you'll have to shell out 15 to 30,000 rupees. So I think it's a pretty compelling package, and it goes well with the Samsung smartphone ecosystem as well. So what's the conclusion here? Like, how far has Samsung come? Actually, they're doing a pretty good job, and it makes me sad that they're the only ones trying in the Android side of things to build a product ecosystem. And I think they need to little bit work on it as well to make it a little bit smoother and intuitive. But yeah, they're getting there, and Apple has something to lock users in when it comes to ecosystem, that is iMessage. In India, at least, we use WhatsApp, but in foreign countries, when you use iMessage, you know how difficult it is to shift to an Android phone and move away from iMessage. So Samsung needs a factor like that, but they're almost there, and it works pretty well. So I like it as of now. I'm very happy to be in the Samsung ecosystem, and would love to continue. So that's been the video today, guys. Leave a like if you like the video. Consider subscribing to the channel for more cool stuff like this, and I'll see you in the next one.